Hello everyone, Tiger here, and today's video I'm going to be talking about how to play League Play for beginners. So League Play has recently been released for Black Ops 4, and considering the delay that League Play came to Black Ops 4, as well as all the hype that was kind of surrounding it, it was a bit of a disappointment when it came out. There is a few things that still need to be implemented into League Play in order for it to be good. I do like some of the new changes they have brought into League Play in Black Ops 4, however, considering the time that we had to wait for it to come out, it really isn't what we thought it would be. Now, League Play and competitive Call of Duty is just one of those things that is only attractive to a certain portion of the community. A lot of the casual community will just look at League Play and completely ignore it. They have no intentions on playing it, or they just struggle to get used to it as it is very different to the casual game. So the purpose of this video is to help those players who are interested in League Play but they don't necessarily know where to start. Or maybe you have already started playing League Play and you are struggling, you find it very overwhelming because there are a lot of good players and good teams in League Play that you can be up against, and it can be very demoralizing to keep going. So hopefully at the end of this video you'll have a better understanding of what League Play is and how to play it, so when you go into your next games you'll be a lot better and hopefully get a lot more wins and climb up the ranks. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So firstly, what is League Play and how does it differ from the normal game? So when you first go into League Play, what's good in Black Ops 4 is it gives you all the CWL rules and restrictions so you know exactly what to expect. So there are 3 game modes being played: Hardpoint Control and Search and Destroy. It's completely randomized in what game mode and map you're going to be playing on. There are a lot of maps that have been restricted for each game mode, and if you look at the creator class restrictions, there is a lot of things that is restricted that you cannot use to play League Play. But don't worry, you can go through your creator class and everything that is restricted is taken out, so everything that you have in front of you is what is viable and you can use in the game. Now, the reason why there is so many restrictions in the CWL competitive scene compared to the normal public games is because most people believe that taking out certain things that are sometimes overpowered or are just a bit random, or sometimes just take a lack of skill, they remove all of these things to make the game more balanced and fairer for everyone to play. And you'll find that things that are not popular in casual play are now very popular in League Play and vice versa. So for example, in League Play, you'll see a lot of people running concussion grenades and trophy systems, as in casual play, you rarely see those things. You're seeing them used a little bit more now, however, at the start of the game, when it first came out, we were not seeing anything like this. Everyone was just using all of the specialist abilities and equipment. Now, fortunately, some of the specialists have been removed and are restricted. Specialists like Torque and Ajax, those are 2 that you can imagine are very hard to counter in certain situations, especially Torque when you're playing an objective game mode, and Ajax with his ballistic shield can be very, very frustrating to play against. And let's not forget Nomad with the dog and the mesh mines. I'm sure you can understand why specialists like him have been restricted for League Play. So as of right now, I do not think that there is skill-based matchmaking in League Play in Black Ops 4. I haven't necessarily noticed it, however, if you are partied up, you will see that you are versing other people who are partied up. So if you are in a complete team of 5, you're a lot more likely to be versing other teams of 5s or team of 4s with a 1 random. As if you play solo, you are likely to be versing a lot more solo players and maybe the odd duo party. Now, because League Play is designed to be competitive, you'll find that the talent and the skill level is a lot higher than casual play. The majority of people that play League Play are the people that play the game a lot more often. They have probably been playing many more years than the casual community. They care about the game more, they take their games a lot more seriously, and the majority of players care about winning more than anything. So you need to know when you play League Play, the skill gap is going to go up. You will notice, or should I say, you should notice, that you will be playing with better teammates and versing harder opponents. Now, because League Play has been put into the game to replicate what the pro players play, you'll find that a lot of people who play the game are clearly fans of competitive and take a lot of their knowledge from watching the pros play and put that into their games. So if you like to watch competitive Call of Duty and keep up to date with the CWL, you'll enjoy playing League Play because it is designed to give you a similar experience to what the pros are playing. Okay, so what do you need to know to play League Play? So there are 3 key points that I can think of that you need to know beforehand to play this game. Now, from experience of playing League Play in multiple titles now, there is a lot of people who do not know what they are doing and could really do with knowing this information. So those 3 key points is knowing how to play the game modes, knowing how to use the right classes, and knowing how to play in a team, having teamwork skills. So let's first talk about the game modes. So the game modes are played very differently than if you were to play them in casual games. Let's take Hardpoint for example, my favourite game mode. If you were to play it casually, you'll find a lot of people just run around aimlessly like it is a team deathmatch. However, if you were to play League Play and you are playing to win, you are going to need to know the hardpoint rotations. Because in hardpoints, there are 4 different points that rotate in the same way every single time. So it's important when one of the hardpoints is about to finish, there is less than 20 seconds left, it is very important that you know where the next hardpoint is going to be and you consider rotating early in order to get the spawns for your team and get an early control of that hardpoint in order to build an early lead. And then let's take another game mode like Search and Destroy, a staple game mode in competitive Call of Duty. It's very important that you incorporate teamwork when you're playing this game mode because when one of your players picks up the bomb and that player goes to the A bomb site and you and the other 3 teammates go to the other bomb site, that is not a good setup. You will want to make sure your team is supporting the bomb carrier so then that player can get the bomb down safely and then the defending team will then have the pressure to defuse the bomb. Also, if one of your teammates pushes into a certain area, it's important that you follow that person in order to trade a certain kill. It is very annoying when one of your teammates does something, they push into an area, they die, and no one is there to trade the kill. This is more important in Black Ops 4 than any other game because of the longer time to kill. So if an enemy player is weak and you're on 150 health, you're going to want to play aggressive in order to finish the kill that your teammate couldn't. This aspect is just as important in Control. Because you have a life limit, it is very important that you try and maximise the amount of kills that your team gets and minimise the amount of deaths, so it's very important that you play your life. Okay, the next key aspect is classes. Now, I recently made a video on 22 League Play classes that you can use now in League Play. Now, when you play, you'll find that a lot of people are using the same guns. You'll find that the aggressive players are using the Sorg, the flex players are using the Maddox, and the Anchor assault rifle players are using the ICR. Now in Search and Destroy you are likely to see other weapons like the Swordfish as well as the Paladin Sniper. However, those are the guns you're pretty much going to want to use 99% of the time. So guns like the Vapor, the KN, the Rampart, and maybe something like the Spitfire, they may be very good in casual play, and if you're very good, you can get away with them in competitive. However, there is a reason why you see the Sorg, Maddox, and ICR in 99% of the games, and that is because they are the best and most reliable weapons for League Play. So unless you consider yourself to be a very good player and you completely dominate League Play using a weapon like the KN or the Vapor or even the Swordfish quite regularly, you'll be able to get away with that in some of your games. However, for the most of us who need as much help as we can get, we are going to want to use those 3 main guns. Now the next key aspect is teamwork. I've already spoken about this. It's bait and switching. It is going with your teammates when they need your help. It's listening to your teammates' callouts in game chat. And it's just generally thinking selfless and what is best for your team. So let me just finish with giving you some small tips that will go a long way when playing League Play. So when the game first loads up, you're going to be able to see all of your teammates' specialists and what guns they are using. And it's very important that you look at these guns and try and choose a weapon, one that you're good at and suits you, but also that suits the team. So if you're loading into a seaside Control and you notice that your 4 other teammates are all running Maddox, if you are decent with the Sorg, I recommend you using the Sorg because you're going to need that close quarters firepower that the rest of your team is not providing. Same goes with if you're on a map like Arsenal and no one is running the ICR. If you are good with the ICR but you felt like you wanted to play the Sorg or the Maddox, it would probably be best that you give up what you wanted to play and use the weapon that suits your team. In Search and Destroy, if you've killed the entire team and you and a few other teammates are alive and need to defuse the bomb, try and work out who is closest to Streaks and let that person then defuse the bomb so they can get closer to Streaks and they have more of an opportunity in order to help them to unlock something that could then be hugely beneficial in your next few rounds. Also, if you've noticed, if that player hasn't got their streaks from defusing the bomb, maybe it'd be smart to let them then pick up the bomb in the next round and try and help them get an easy plant. And then a quick tip for control, remember that your deaths are just as important, if not more important, than your kills. So if your team's lives are very close to your opponent's lives, try and avoid doing anything on your own. Try and avoid pushing up too far and being caught in 2v1s or 3v1s, and try and avoid attacking or defending control points on your own. Travelling in packs in Black Ops 4 is so important, especially for Search and Destroy and Control. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, consider subscribing and turning on notifications to stay updated on all my latest content. But that's all from me. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.